última adquisición fue hoy, fue gratis. La última adquisición que costó. Partida nueva. Partida nueva, detective aplicado, sabueso experto. No hay más bajo. Con F1.
Oh, I do apologize. Am I disturbing you?
No, please. Do come in, Mrs.
My name is Miss Alice de Bouvier. I'm Mr. Holmes' new neighbor.
Oh, I didn't have the pleasure to... I am Dr. John Watson. Could we provide you with any assistance?
Oh, she is not the concern, Watson.
I'm... Then, what is this about?
That child standing sniffling behind her. Get rid of him, Watson.
But he is shivering with cold. And he is upset. What happened to him?
Little Tom knocked at the wrong door.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Oh, boy, come in. Warm yourself by the fire. Can I offer you a cup of tea, Miss de Bouvier?
Well,
It is not as though we are disturbing you-know-who. Are we?
I suppose not.
Since you are our new neighbor, it is perhaps better that you know what he's like.
You're starting to worry me.
Well, Mr. Holmes is relapsing. This illness that he has seizes him when he finds himself with nothing to do. He becomes completely asocial. And alas, this is a very difficult, medically incurable case. Now, this must stay between us.
Of course, I understand. How very sad.
But there is a cure, if only a temporary one. A thrilling inquiry. Most certainly. If he refuses this one, then his condition will worsen.
Oh, I am still here, you know. I didn't fall out of the window. Very well, then.
Thank you, miss.
Elemental, querido Watson. A ver, ¿cómo es esto, no? A ver. ¿Qué te trae aquí? No sé qué es esto. ¿Qué te trae aquí? Oh.
Now tell me, boy, what brings you here?
It's my father, sir. He's missing. I don't know what to do.
ha llorado hace poco? Perdón, ahora estoy compartiendo el grupo. Malnutrición, ha llorado, tiene 8 años. Ah, con la A retrocede. A retroceder. A ver. Brazo y nave. ¿Malformación o herido? Vamos con malformación. Y con D avanzar. A ver, dice que puedo cambiar esto. A ver, ¿qué pasa si pongo herido? Bueno, a ver. ¿Qué es Space? Perfil completado. Okay.
What's his name?
George Hurst, sir.
Missing, eh? And what do the police say?
The police, they don't believe me. They say he's just abandoned me. But that's a lie.
And when was the last time you saw him?
3 weeks ago. He left for a new job. But this time, he was acting a bit strange and angry.
Strange? In what way?
He said to me, "Son, I'm out on a special job. Don't you dare move from here." I think something went wrong.
3 weeks? That's a long time.
Well, every day I thought he would show up. And anyway, I can look after myself.
A ver. No entendí un carajo. A ver. Estas son las pruebas. ¿Y cuáles son las pruebas? ¿De qué me sirve? ¿De qué me sirve examinar las pruebas?
What do you mean, sir?
Nothing. I was digressing. Very well. Your address, please, Tom.
12 Dorset Street. The first floor, door E. It's in Whitechapel, sir. But I ain't got no money to pay.
Who asked for money, Tom? Your case seems to be the very medicine I need. I'll meet you there shortly.
Sí, para mí
Oh,
también fue nada.
thank you, sir.
A ver. Lo gráfico, ¿cómo viene? Viene bien. A ver qué es esto. Aprieto Tab y me lleva por acá. Aprieto esto de investigar la desaparición del padre de Tom George Hurst. Registrar a Churchill el número 12. Holmes sospecha que algo no va bien. Bueno. A ver. Mirá, se mueve el gordo. Me dice que vaya para allá.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Este, señores, es Watson. Elemental, querido Watson.
Poor child. Holmes, you should help him.
Bueno, anda a la concha de tu madre, Watson.
My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
Ahí voy viendo. Yo quiero ver
My archive.
mi
I can
archivo.
always consult with it if needed. My archive. I can always consult with it if... My archive.
Va.
Watson documents our adventures in here.
Donde Watson registra nuestras aventuras. Ah, acá es donde estoy. Y tengo que ir acá, ¿no? Ok. Como para que vea el cuaderno, ¿qué quiere que vea, no?
These streets are too narrow for the cab. I'll have to walk.
Sorry, I'm working. I can't open the door.
¿Qué pasa acá, señores? ¿De dónde tenía que ir? Al número 12 de 23, listo. Esto no sé qué es. Dorset Street. 13, 12, perro. Nos vemos, perruski. Mirá esa campanita, ¡Upa! ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Ya me agarra el guarpazo, ¿qué pasa? Pará. ¿Qué hay que ver acá? Acá algo hay que ver. ¿Qué pasa? ¿Andas entrando en todas las casas?
Tis our home, Mr. Holmes.
Centra tu atención en encontrar detalles que otros suelen pasar por alto.
The old Tabard pub, North Street. The old Tabard pub, North Street. Glue. Probably taken from a wall. Old clothes, soiled and worn.
The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
Escucho la voz del nene. Pero no lo veo. Vamos a ver la gente que me está mirando, que tiene un par de pistas. ¿Dónde miro?
It's too dark. I can't see anything.
O sea que tengo que prender una luz.
Hurst covered his bills ahead of time, thus providing Tom with security.
¿Y por qué la apaga?
My mother, sir. She died when I was very young. My father told me what she was like, but that's all I have.
I'm sorry, Tom. My mother left me when I was very young too.
Las madres que abandonan a sus hijos. Ahí está el nene.
So that's why you came to see me. So that's why you came to see me. Well, I can see the preparations for peasant soup. A clever concoction for somebody with apparently no culinary skills.
Un plato roto.
Food's running low. It's already 3 weeks since George Hurst's disappearance.
I hope you'll find my father soon.
Escúchame, ¿no tenés una luz? ¿No hay forma de sacar una lamparita, algo?
It's too dark. I can't see anything. It's too dark. I can't see anything.
Pero era quemado. Qué raro.
Dorset Street.
¿Qué tendré que hacer? Casa de Hurst. Ah, qué boludo.
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them.
A collection of worn-out and second-hand books. George Hurst was providing his son with the best education that he could afford.
Father bought all those books for me. He didn't tell me, but I know that he pawned his coat for them. The roof leaks all the time. Father used to fix it.
Adventures of Fear. Si lo quiero ver más. The Old Tavern. Ah, North Street. Estoy en el 12, 13. Llego a la esquina, ahora a la izquierda. Listo. El 11. El 11. 12, 13. Yo esa esquina ahora a la izquierda.
I don't feel thirsty right now. I don't feel thirsty right now.
Concha de tu madre. No tengo ni idea qué puede ser. Vuelvo a casa.
We need to help Tom find his father, Holmes.
A map of London and its surroundings. Could be useful. Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Ah, le estaba re contestando a Luke y re salía en el streaming. A ver. Queda medio borracho, pero... No, de resaca no, ¿qué hace de resaca? Me gusta. Bueno, yo ya sé.
Watson documents our adventures in here.
¿No tengo una linterna? ¿Qué fijaste? ¿Por qué? Se ve más grosso, chaval. Compro que me sirvan para saber qué le pasó al viejo.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere. I couldn't pay my rent last week.
Pumpkin! Cabbage! Cheap!
Rich folk feed meat to their dogs. I can't even remember what meat.
Living costs are too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
Commercial Street.
What shall we do with the junk, sailor? What shall we do with it?
¿Alguien me puede tirar una pista, una idea, algo? No se ocurre nada. Pero nada se me ocurre,
At last, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
I'm praying it doesn't get cold again. I've no money for coal.
Rompe las pelotas. Busqué todo y no encontré nada. ¿Algo que ayude para abrir las ventanas? ¿Algo que dé más luz? ¿En serio me estás diciendo la concha de tu hermana? 80 veces lo quise hacer eso. Ay, Dios. Ok.
A leather satchel, what's in it? Just some old things. The old Tabard pub? Did you hear anything about it from your father, Tom?
My father's a regular, but he's not a drinker, sir. It's close by on North Street. I hope you'll find my father soon.
Es lo que fui a hacer de antemano y me dijo, no tengo ganas de beber. Si no tenés ganas de beber, ahora sé cómo vas a ver la concha de tu hermano.
Good day, Mr. Holmes.
Well, if it isn't young Wiggins. And I see you found yourself a job.
If you can call it that. I hate it. But if you've got any proper work for me...
I just might be in need of your assistance later. Wait here.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need to earwig to find out who is offering this special job.
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from you. There's no one to eavesdrop on from you.
The child labour law sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from you.
No gods, no masters.
Ah, tengo que usar las dos cosas juntas.
Equality for the working class.
I'm glad I'm my own boss. I can complain only to myself. Or to Watson.
The man who's offering that special job has a proper set of mutton chop whiskers.
There's no one to eavesdrop on from here.
The child labour laws sent your kids to school instead of the coal mine.
No. That fellow who's offering the special jobs, he never drinks alcohol.
So, the man I'm looking for has whiskers and never drinks alcohol.
Dump the bosses off your backs.
This must be the man that I'm looking for.
Minutos más tarde. Está todo rueda.
Interesting. A missing person. I should find out more.
Bosses beware. When we're screwed, we multiply.
You see that gentleman? I need you to follow him and report back to me.
All right, Mr. Holmes.
No, eres el tío. Ese es el automático, boludo.
Whitechapel never changes. Dirt and beggars everywhere.
I couldn't pay the rent last week.
Pumpkin! Cabbage!
Garbage! Cheap!
They won't let me pass. I'll need to find another way.
Rich folk feed meat to their dogs. I can't even remember what...
Living costs are too much these days. My son has to work down the sewers. He's only 7.
Take a brush and get in there. What are you waiting for?
I'll be able to continue the chase if I climb up the chimney, but it's dangerous.
Stop crying and get to work.
Please, you don't have to beat him. I'll do it. I'll clean the chimney.
Go on then.
He's still here, that's a relief.
Ah, bueno, que ganas de romper las pelotas.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?
No place to hide here. I'd better go through the yard.
doing in my garden?
Look at that crawling rat.
Get away from me, boy.
Oh, no me jodas, todo lo que hice hasta ahora. No me jodas.
What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor? What shall we do with the drunken sailor early in the morning?
Boy, what are you doing in my garden?
Look at that crawling rat.
He's Shoeshine Jim from Trader Street. He's mute because he's drunk. Hey Jim, can you lend me your kit? I'm on a secret mission for Mr. Holmes. It's dirty. I should use a damp cloth. Hurry up.
What are you doing?
Arms.
¿Qué pasa, gordito este que no le gusta como le limpió los zapatos a la concha de tu madre? ¿Viste?
Damn! I need to find another one.
At last, the weather's good. Last week was freezing.
I'm praying it doesn't get cold again. I've no money for coal.
I can't lose him now. Ah, I've lost him. I can't lose him now. Ah, I've lost him. I can't lose him now. Ah, I've lost him. I can't lose him now. Interesting. What's going on in the yard? Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Do only 2 people live here? I wish one was me. Bags of food. I like this house. I can't see what's inside. I can't... I can't see what's inside. Wow, a lot of expensive stuff. Wow, a lot of expensive stuff. Oh, a coat of arms. It might help Mr. Holmes. I'll make a drawing of it. Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before I get... It's too dangerous to enter. Time to report to Mr. Holmes. Let's get outside before...
Wigan's tale was quite unusual. What do you make of what he found, Holmes?
Wiggins did a good job.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Ya lo examiné.
Brave Toby, the best nose in the British Empire.
Quiero hablar con el nene.
Please, sir, find my father.
Bueno. Bueno, gente, después seguiré. A ver, ¿se puede guardar esto? ¿Cómo hago para investigar?
Watson documents our adventures in here.
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
¿Puedes ayudar un poquito, Watson? No entiendo. Ah, tenía que venir acá y fijarme escudo de arma. Investigaciones. Periódico. Enciclopedias. Historia.
That's not the one I need. That's not the one I need.
Bah. Arte y arquitectura.
That's not the one I need.
Ok. Y así voy a estar un montón.
That's not the one I.
Claramente en enciclopedia. Periódicos. química, veneno, heridas y lesiones, marcas y emblemas, qué boludo.
That's not the... That's not...
El escudo de arma de la familia Marsh. El escudo de arma de la familia Lord Edward Marsh, el conocido benefactor, provee a los pobres.
Here it is.
Okay.
So this man could be Lord Marsh. Huh. A lord who hangs around in a public house. Let's pay a visit to Lord Marsh. We'll pretend that we're interested in his charitable activities.
Mr. Holmes, you have a visitor.
Oh, just ask him to wait.
I'm afraid that won't be possible. This young lady refuses to wait for anything.
What?
Father!
Caitlin!
Miss Caitlin's boarding school was flooded. Everyone was sent home.
As if it could smell any mustier.
My word, how is it possible that you have grown up so fast?
You'll be staying. Wherever will we put you?
Holmes, I'll give her my room, of course.
What do you have to say, Kate?
You're on a new case. A respectable lady who's being blackmailed? Or is it a love story between a prince and a suffragist?
However did you guess?
You will tell me, won't you, Father?
Sí, estamos en peligro.
But you'll make Watson jealous.
All right, then. Have fun. I'll go and unpack. Will you help me, Mrs. Hudson?
Holmes, about Caitlin.
Yes?
She has grown up, hasn't she? Don't you think it's time to tell her?
To tell her what, Watson?
Well, about her father.
Never. Absolutely never. Do you hear me?
Holmes, you were responsible for the death of her father. You owe her the truth. She is old enough now.
I would lose her. Can't you see that? She must never know, Watson. Is that clear?
Holmes.
It won't and can't happen.
Come in, please.
Se me bugueó eso y no sale.
Good day, gentlemen. Welcome to my home. How may I help you?
Good day to you, Lord Marsh. My name is Sherlock Holmes, and this is my friend and colleague, Dr. Watson.
Sí, y la M de masón. Perfil impreciso. Perfil impreciso. Ahora lo puedo cambiar.
I hope we're not disturbing you. You are with your physician?
Yes, this is Dr. Reuben Fisher. But no, please, I'm intrigued by your visit, Mr. Holmes.
I'm glad to hear it. The last thing I'd wish is to upset the patient. Lord Marsh, can I just say that I admire all of your efforts in assisting the poor of London?
Yes. It is a war that we must fight, on our streets and now too from my home. You must surely have noticed those bags full of items, clothing and books for the unfortunate.
That is inspirational. At my own humble level, I too try my best to support those in need. I thought perhaps that I could be of some assistance?
I don't see why not. I already have the valuable assistance of Dr. Fisher, who happens to be my personal physician.
It's curious. Your face seems familiar to me, Doctor. Oddly, I'm associating it with Whitechapel?
Well done. You are right. I do occasionally frequent a few hostelries over there, would you believe it? Not that I am a drinker. But there, dressed as a working man, I can approach the other fellows to see if they might be interested in a special job.
A special job? May I ask what you're referring to?
Certainly. Since Lord Marsh began his special education program in 1889, he foresaw that such people would need an occupation of some kind. And so, with or without education, we propose these opportunities to work with Lord Marsh. It offers the less fortunate a chance to help make London a better place.
That's remarkable.
Yes, indeed. In order to truly see, one requires vision, yes, but also insight. And Lord Marsh has believed this since he was a child.
Oh, Dr. Fisher makes it all sound so romantic. Let's close this topic.
Forgive me, Lord Marsh. You're looking very pale. Might I offer Dr. Watson's assistance?
That is kind of you, but I feel confident that I can provide Lord Marsh with the care that he requires.
How long have you been like this, my lord?
I'm fine, Dr. Watson. Don't fuss. It's only influenza. I'll be better in a few days. I can feel it already. Is there something else that interests you? Spite my time.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
Lord Marsh, hunting with his friends.
Ah, my dear comrades, Lord Collins and Lord Harrington. If it wasn't for this godforsaken English malady, I'd be with those rapscallions right now.
All in due time, my lord.
Last year, 3 orphans were put through medical college. Thanks to Lord Marsh and the special education program, a great many poor people will have a second chance in life. I've never heard of this man. John Strobridge. I've seen this name before. It was on a missing persons poster. I can't quite work it out. Do you have any idea as to the number of people who might owe you their lives?
Oh, don't embarrass me, Mr. Holmes. But indeed, these people have become like a family to me.
That would be a fairly large family, I imagine.
Yes, the list would be longer than any of your short stories. As for how large, well, Fisher is the one who keeps record.
Might we take a glance at the list?
I regret that is impossible. It is confidential. I stand firm upon that point, Mr. Holmes.
I quite understand. We'll most certainly send a donation towards your educational program. I shall take my leave then. I thank you both, and I wish you all the very best, gentlemen.
Likewise, Mr. Holmes.
A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel. A provision dealing with the paupers of Whitechapel. Lord Marsh even helps hospitals. It appears that Lord Marsh spent a great deal of his money on aiding the poor. Humanitarian aid for an orphanage. Aid for the paupers of Lambeth Workhouse. It's extremely honourable to devote one's whole life to assisting the poor. Bags full of food. It's closed. It's closed.
I'm intrigued by the special education program.
Lord Marsh believes that he can help all these poor people.
It's shut tight.
Bueno. Será momento de partir. Desapareció negativa. Ok. Ok. Entonces yo tengo, para mí, el programa de educación especial. Ok. No, 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 no. Terminó, pero yo no quería que termine. Pará. ¿Cómo hago yo para sacar más conclusiones?
Holmes, we need to help poor Tom.
Me encantaría poder seguir sacando conclusiones. No sé qué hice mal. Y yo tengo pistas, pero quiero seguir sacando conclusiones. ¿Tengo alguna forma así? ¿Cómo hago para seguir sacando conclusiones, gente? Quiero seguir sacando conclusiones. ¿Cómo hago para seguir sacando conclusiones?
Kate wouldn't like it if I entered her room without her knowledge. A map of London and its surrounding. My analysis table. It's useful for my work.
Espacio de deducción. Ahí estoy. Espacio. Ahora sí. Vamos otra vez. Hay un desaparecido. El trabajo especial de Hearst y la negativa. Hay una negativa. Hay un trabajo especial. Ok. qué loco. Bueno.
Mr. Holmes, do you have any news about my father?
Tom, not so fast. I wanted to ask you if you remember your father mentioning anything about a special education program.
An education program? No, he only talked about a special job.
What's this box, Tom?
Oh yeah, I just found it, Mr. Holmes. It was ever so well hidden. I've no idea why.
Well done, my boy. It could prove very helpful. A ramrod to clean a rifle. This oil can also be used on weapons. Wolfjack. Looks like a military badge. Tom, does your father own a rifle?
A rifle? No. If he had, he would have shown it me.
I'm sure that he wouldn't have shown it you. I need to find this rifle. This scrap of cloth was used to oil a firearm. Tom, does your father have any other property?
No. Well, at least I don't think so.
I have to take Toby. He'll take a sniff of the oil, and we'll find that rifle.
A ver si se me agregó algo. Voy a ir al chino. Antes que nada. Vení, Toby.
Come on, Toby. It's time for you to earn your keep.
Watson, I prefer to visit Lord Marsh. I'm worried about the condition of his health.
I have better things to do than roam the streets of London with Toby. A map of London. Search, Toby, search.
People use this cellar for storage. Pile of rubbish. Nothing that could interest me. It's not here. Ordinary storage. Old things. Tom's photograph. Let's try to get inside.
Insertar, seleccionar.
There's no space for this lockpick. There's no space for... There's no... News clippings on Lords in the education program. Why are they here? Let's compare this list with the evidence that we found earlier. This is the list of selected participants for October's special education program. According to this poster, John Strobridge is missing. Let's compare them with people from Hearst documents. This man appears in both documents. All the people in Marsh's document are marked and dated in George Hearst's files. This case must have been full of cartridges. There was something on the stand. A map of Epping Forest. There was a rifle here. George Hurst took it with him. There was something on the stand. This case...
Bueno, gente, está bárbaro esto, pero me voy a ir al chino. Espero que les haya gustado.